the next few minutes, I will take you through the steps of signing people up to your loyalty program. It will be helpful if you have an application form, a pen and a loyalty card with you while we do this. Before we start, I have to stress the importance of getting the owners, the managers and the staff behind this program. Your loyalty program must become an integral part of your day-to-day running of this business in order to make it succeed. It is important that every single time you greet a customer, you ask this very important question. Hi, do you have your Luckybuys card? Or hi, do you have your VIP card? Whichever one is applicable. You must probably experience something very similar every time you purchase from Coles or Safeway. There's a good reason for this. Now, the way we differ from these other programs is in that we want to ask this question up front rather than at the time when you ask the customer's money. The reason for this is that we want to sign this customer up there and then, and we want to utilize your time most efficiently. The idea is, where possible, we would want this customer to fill in the paperwork while you process their purchase. Obviously, if the customer replies yes to your question, then you just continue the transaction as normal. If the customers say no, they do not have a Luckybuys card or a VIP card, well then this is the opportunity for you to sell the concept to them. In doing this, you should avoid trying to sell them a plastic card. What you really need to do is focus on the benefits for them if they should join this program. Very briefly explain to them that this is your loyalty program, that they get points for every time they purchase, and after building up only 50 points, they will get a voucher from you. But that's not all. Every time they use their card, they will go into a draw to either win a car or a holiday. Now, usually these two main advantages would be enough. However, you can also mention things like birthday letters on the month of their birth or welcome letters. We highly recommend that you charge your customer $2 for joining this program. This not only recovers the cost of the card to you, but also creates a sense of value to the customer. Again, you can use wording such as, for only a $2 joining fee, you will go into a draw every single time you use this card. Now, after you explain the benefits to the customer, I would highly suggest you assume the sale rather than just asking, do you want to join? The answer would most probably be no. Very often people will just say no for the sake of it. What I suggest you do, have an application form and a pen available there and then. Hold it out to the customer and say, tell you what, why don't you fill this in while I process your order, and then we can start building points for you straight away. I suggest you don't ask for a yes or no kind of question. Just immediately go into processing the order and leave them with the paperwork. Now, of course, you're going to get some customers saying, no, I'm not really interested, and they're going to hand it back to you. That's fine. Don't expect to sign up every single customer. Do not feel offended. Not everyone is suitable for a loyalty program. You don't have to use exact words that I propose here. However, it's important that you talk about the benefits, work out a little script for yourself that you feel comfortable with, and use it. Learn from your own mistakes, try a few different ways. The one that you feel most comfortable with and you get the best result, use that one over and over again. When the customer hands the paperwork back to you, quickly browse through it, make sure they completed all the key things. Here you can see an example of a fully completed application form. Most of the information on the application form is important. For instance, we have to get the residential or the postal address for these people because we're going to send out a redemption voucher to them. Without a postal address, we cannot send it, and therefore it's totally useless for them being on the program. Things like a mobile number, email address, all important because this kind of information is important for us if we want to market these people in the future. If your program includes things like birthday letters, make sure you at least get the date of birth, or at the very least get a month of birth so that we can send them something during their birthday month. Also make sure that they signed at the bottom of the application form. Now, you may get some customers who do not want to give you things like email or mobile numbers because they feel that you may be sending them junk mail. Assure them that their information is private and will not be open to public domain. Privacy of information is covered within the terms and conditions of the application form. Now that you have checked to see if the application form is completed in full, take a new card from the box and complete the shaded area on the form. On the back of the card, you will see this unique number. Fill in the remaining numbers in the open spaces on the form. The merchant number can be found on the bottom of your unit. This will link the customer to your business. And last but not least, put in your name, because for every person you sign up, you're going to draw for a $1,000 holiday voucher as well. So the more customers you sign up, the better your chances. Now that everything's completed, just tear off the perforated part of the form. Place a completed part in a safe place to be mailed to us on a weekly basis for data entry. Remember to swipe the card through the unit before handing it back with the rest of the paperwork to the customer. And remind the customer to bring back the card next time they visit your store. Even though we may not have entered this information of the customer into the database yet, they can come back and use the card as many times as they like. Okay, so in a nutshell, that is how you sign up a customer. Now here are some of the objections that you may receive from customers when you try to sign them up. Customers may object to having yet another card. This may be an indication that you focus too much on trying to sell them a card rather than selling them the benefits of the program. It's also worth mentioning that the Luckybuys card can be used in all the other Luckybuys stores as well, so they don't have to carry around 20 cards. Very often people may want to take the application home and complete it at home and to bring back. Now in reality this will not happen. That application form is going straight to the bin. Try your best to get them signed up there and then. If a customer however insists, I suggest you give them the form regardless. Under no circumstances give them a card and an application form to go away and fill in themselves. It's not going to happen. And remember what I said, not everyone is suitable for a loyalty program. Some will reject it. Just take it on the chin and move on. Right, so that's how you do the application form. Just to summarize the key things, ask the question, do you have your Luckybuys card? Sell the benefits, not the card. These are reward vouchers, cars and holidays to be won, birthday vouchers, welcome letters, or whatever else you choose. And of course the fact that they can have these benefits straight away if they sign up today. I trust this training was useful to you. Now get out there and start signing up people to your loyalty program.